Hey, good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Music turned off. Happy Thursday to you. It is Thursday, right? Yeah. Happy Thursday to you. Trying to get everything going here. All right, here we are. I think we're up and running. I don't know why I can't get my picture over there, but that's okay, I guess, huh? Yeah, that's all right. There we go. All right. How's everybody? Sound, camera, everything, picture? Oh, let's come over here. There we go. All right. Good morning. Yes, thanks, Tommy. Appreciate it very much. All right, we've got us a mic. Hey, NSH. Good morning, Vernon. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Jim, Tommy, Carmen, Jim, again, Jen, Vin. Let's see, Bill, Daryl, good morning. That's the ones I can see over there. Thanks, everybody, for being here. This is January 29th, 2025, 26, and my name is Rick Sadler. I'm the founder of Hit and Run Candlesticks and the Road to Wealth. Road to Wealth account, yeah. Before we get started, I do want to remind everybody that if you're listening to this, we have a 14-day trial, absolutely 100% free. Yeah, 14 days, man, free. Do you have what it takes to be part of the road to wealth? Do you have what it takes to double your account? Let's find out. Come on over, check it out. If it turns out you don't, I'll be more than happy to help you and share and get you there. Coming up here on February 2nd and 3rd, this is important. I would like everybody to come. Members, current members of Hit and Run Candlesticks, you do not have to register. And if you're not a member of Hit and Run Candlesticks, then yes, you must register because you will not receive the credentials to get into the room. So please register. There's registration links in YouTube. Look below the picture. There's registration links that you'll find on Facebook. X. So there's no loss of those, and we'll send registration links out today. In fact, I'll send one out today to sign up for this. And I will be covering anything and everything I possibly can on how I double or even triple. Yes, I'm this close. I'm that close to tripling the count for the first 12 months. And then I'm going to triple it again and again. We'll double it. We may start doubling. So join in. Love to have you here. Okay. All right. Now let's get down to business. Let's take a look at this market. And the big question is, will the SPY, while SPX hit 7,000, will the SPY hit 700 today? Will it? Will it? Will it? I sure hope so. Okay. And let's just kick this off. The SPY certainly looks great. There's nothing here that looks bad at all. Bulls are in total control at the moment. If we took a look at T2123, we closed down a little bit on Friday, kind of weak, but nothing trashed it. So let's see what happens here. At the close yesterday, I felt that we were a little on rocky ground. With the open this morning, it doesn't seem that way. So maybe the Bulls are going to continue to take this and push it up. So go Bulls, right? Let's take a look at the diamonds real quick. Diamonds are kind of, they're sort of iffy, but they're not falling apart. We've got a nice little pullback here. So this could be setting up for pop to the upside. Also could be setting up for failure. Let's keep our eyes on it. Just a second. IWM. That's what I'm trying to do. There we go. IWM here is working very nice. So we're almost in a 3-8 trap. We're in an 817 trap right now. The chart looks pretty good. It's still going. Trend is still in shape. Price is still hanging in there. So looks good on that one. Qs, they're fantastic. I think they're a little tall. I think they're a little overbought maybe. But it can stay overbought for a lot longer than you think, and probably a lot longer than you actually want. But they're getting it done. So let's see if they can team up here and push through that next level of 637.30 up here. Okay. What am I missing? RSP. RSP is hanging in there. In fact, that's a very nice 3/8 trap setup. Here we rally up and we pull back. Looks like a spring, trying to spring right up here. Transports, they're down a little bit, but they're not completely out. So let's not kick them. Let's not go cut tires or anything. Transports, let's just see what they do here. SMH. We're still doing very good with SMH. That means tech is lifting us up, semiconductors lifting us up, and when that happens, the bullish tends to be a little bit bullish. So take a look at the mags. Mags are doing pretty good. They're climbing right up. They climb right out of that downtrend line, and the mags could take over and lead us to some pretty good places. So go mags. That could get it done. Could certainly get us to that 700 on the SPY. It really could. Let's look at this. We've got some earnings. Thank you very much for this. So here's some earnings. Man, that's a lot. We've got a lot here. MasterCard, Calip. I'm not going to read them all, but that is a ton. So we need to be careful today. If you're in a position and you see your position weakening up and you've got profits in it, take those profits. You can always get those profits back. Okay. You can always get those profits back. One thing I would like to share here, if you bear with me 1 second, I have right there. There we go. Something I'm going to start doing is, for those that know what this is the calculator that I use to double, triple, and maybe even quadruple my money. Whoops, come back here. In 12 months' time. Or my trading days is 210 days, which that's my year for trading. So I'm about at 13.5 now, and that is tripled from the original amount. Well, what I'm going to do, because there's scaling involved, I've got a pretty hefty goal coming up, and I want to scale up. And the way you do that is that scale. So I'm actually going to change this. So there's 13,000. So I'm going to change this to 23,000. I'm going to add $10,000 to my account. This is just for number purposes, okay? For trading purposes. So what I'm going to do is my new goals will be about $100 a day, or 500, I'm just going to round here, $500 a week, or $2,000 a month is what I need to make to get my goal, plus some. See, my goal for this coming up year is to triple the account again. And this is how I'm going to get to my big number at the end of 6 years. So making a few changes here, even though the account's at 13.5 now, rather than just stick with, simple double numbers. I add 10 grand to this. It pumps these numbers up. So that's giving me my profit numbers, what I have to look at for taking profits. Now, the amount of money that I spend for a position, because I did that, I'll leave this at 10, which means I'll be spending around $23.50 on a position. Being that I trade mostly options, this is not exact. I may a little less, maybe a little more, something like that. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. This would be something we talked a little bit about this yesterday, and I think we'll end up talking a little bit more about it today. We had a lot of interest in that yesterday, so we'll do that. Okay. All right, let's take a look at some charts. First of all, I'm in this ASTS. This thing is a beautiful chart. I'm glad I bought it. I'm glad I kept it. It's looking really good. My next target is up here. If we make that, then I'll worry about the next target up here on that one. But this is doing very good. My long-term hold of Netflix, we're still hanging in here. It's not too bad. That's my kill it line right there. Anything below that, I'm out. And then I can always buy it back. But so far, we're just building a bottom, and I'm okay with that. It's a longer term trade, so I'm not worried about, hurry up so I can close it kind of thing. I'm not doing that. And my other one, that if you're thinking in terms of longer hold, which this one is too, PFE. And a couple of days ago, I sure thought that PFE was going to make me look like about the smartest guy in the room. But so far, it just made me look about like the dumbest guy in the room. And it just will not get going. But I'm still living with it. I'm married to this one. So yeah, I'm married to this one. So we're good. We're good to go. All right. Let's move this out of the way. There we are. So let's see. Hey, good morning, Kevin. Saw you come in there, Mike. Good morning. Hey, Roger, Jim, Carmen. Good morning. Okay, let's see. What do you've got here? Hey, Roger, you're in CPE. Let's see. Slow down, Rick. CPER. Let's see here. Nice. You had that one. You had that one yesterday over the weekend or overnight. Way to go. Way to go. Nice, nice, nice chart. Yeah, thanks to Tex. Yeah, Tex is a good man, good trader. Yeah, way to go. Congratulations on that. Hey, Bill, what was my entry on PFE? Oh, I don't know. What do we have here? I can come over here, I guess. $1.70. Yeah, $1.70 on the option, and I've still got 351 days left. So, like I say, I'm married to it. I'm not worried. I have plenty of time. Here's the weekly chart, and I mean, look at that. I think there's lots and lots of upside here to it. So, I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with it. And let's see, Pepsi. Yeah, we talked about Pepsi a little bit yesterday, didn't we? Pepsi's bullish. Pepsi's a buy. Yeah. Here's the only downside to Pepsi that I see. There's the 500 period moving average right there, which that's only a downside if it can't get through. So as it approaches that, which, we're also looking at some tops here, we might bounce off that a little bit, might give you reasons to be concerned. It's very possible. But right now, Pepsi looks like a very nice chart, very nice buy too. Hey, good morning, Coach. How you doing? Hey, OH, looking at some IBM, huh? Yeah, IBM is working. Looks like we're at first target right now, second target, third target right there. IBM, we're up, and all that is just consolidation. And finally, somebody poured some gas on this thing, and pop we go. So, yeah, target 1, target 2, target 3. That's looking pretty good. Right now, probably a stop right in here. If you're in it, you need to get through here to get to here to get to here. Pretty simple. Yeah. Yeah, real nice. Yeah, we better flag that one. That's one that could really rock on. Let's see here. Thanks. What was your option called? Yes, it's Elite, Bill. Yes. Let's see here. Hey, Kevin, you're looking at some AT&T. There we go. Yeah, AT&T might be one to put on that kind of a longer term type list, and you can certainly trade it as well, but it could be a longer term. Here the 500 period moving average is right there. Okay, and let's do this. Let's take this top and let's come down to that bottom, and then right in here will be the 50% retracement. Back up. That's not bad at all. And let's figure out how to duplicate that. Right there we go. That will be target number 2, and let's put target number 1 in there, right there. Target number 1, target number 2. We'll worry about the rest when we get through here. But that's what I would kind of look at. And AT&T, that's a champion stock. So in my mind, it could absolutely get back up to this point, and it still has tons of room. And it could get back up here to $29.80, almost $30, depending how long you want to hold it. If you want to hold this a longer term time, you can hold, you can hold 2 positions, hold one longer term, and you can trade one as well. But it might be one of those setting up. I'd keep a close eye on that. I'm going to flag that just for that purpose. Okay. Thank you. And then you got CWK. Is that right? CWK. So a little wicky. I'm not fond of all these wicks right here. I can't say that's my best picture. We've got a very clear top on here. So as I look at this, I wonder, that's under 5%. Okay, so let's look at the weekly. And on the weekly, let's put a line up here, right there. So on the weekly, if we break out, now we're looking at 31%. All right, let's think about this. Is this worth 5% to you? But maybe we break out, then is that 31% worth it to you? That's what I'm seeing in this chart. Right now I'm seeing, well, you could certainly buy that. There's no doubt about it. It's not a horrible chart. It really isn't. You're going to need to break through that 17 and a quarter area, and that's going to be pretty darn important. So, you can buy, make sure your stop's in. If it works itself up, you got to break out. If you break out, then you're heading up to some higher numbers. That looks nice. Just keep an eye on that. Make sure it doesn't sink below the 50. Okay. CWK. And let's see here. Figure, FIGOR, like that. There we go. That's a buy. That's a nice chart. What is that? Capital markets. I'm flagging that one. Earnings are all over with. Nice chart. Low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, 3-8 trap. That's a good looking chart. Take a look at the weekly. Kind of a new issue out there. Check volume. Whoops, don't do that. Volume there. Volume seems okay. Yeah, that's a nice chart. 3-8 trap. This is setting up for a J-hook continuation pattern. J-hook continuation pattern does this, where we go up, we come back, and then we go up, and then we break out. And then what everybody and the brother is looking for is the follow-through. That's what everybody wants. That's a nice chart. Thank you very much for sharing that one. AAOI. Try that again. AAOI. There we go. Another nice chart. Yeah. I want to look at that weekly real quick. So we're right here at this top. So we're going to need to break out. All right. That's number one. So keep an eye on that. Anything over that white, blue, yellow, green, blue, purple, green, you know what color that is, the yellow one. Anything over that, to me, would be a buy. We start breaking below it, that would be get out of it. It's not worth the risk. So anything above it is good, and that could lead us to those new highs up there, okay? Pretty nice chart. Let's flag that. Nice consolidation that it's breaking out. It all makes sense to me. We're above the cloud. Everything is working. Real nice. USO. Take a look at some USO. Wow. I think it's too high to buy. I do think that. But as far as watching the chart and what you think the oil might do, it looks like it's moving right up there. So looking good. Maybe a too high. It really might be too high. And look, it's kind of like we'll go look at some silver next. But, a person has to have some rules. A person has to have some rules that you trade by. And I mean, I don't care what the company does, and it can keep on going. But if it starts getting into your rule bag and you're thinking, jeepers creepers, that's too overbought for me to trade. Well, guess what? Do not trade it. You just said it's too high for you to trade. Well, don't trade it. Let the people that are in it making money, let them go. Stick with your rules. This is the most important, it's one of the most important things in trading. Do not deviate from your rules. So it looks good. Really looks good. I want to take a look at that silver SLV. It's just too high to buy. Look at that. Buy on pullbacks maybe, but don't buy when it's stretched out. Really, it's not stretched out right now. You see, we've kind of rested, so maybe that is a buy. But buy on your rules. Don't buy because everybody's buying silver. That's not the reason to buy. Okay. All right. FCX. Hey, good morning, Nancy. How are you? And FCX. Nice move up. I think you were in that, if I believe right. And you're getting a nice pop up here. So nice pop up on silver. I don't know if I would chase it from here. Let it pull back, let it rest. Wait for that entry there. Okay. So there we go. That's what I have there. Let's see. I need to count, right? I want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Thank you. Hey, Mike, you're looking at some SO. What is that? C? There we go. SOC. Yeah. We need the buyers, don't we? I think so. Yeah, we need some buyers here. We've got this big bearish engulf, and right now the big bearish engulf, well, it's spanking all these. And we need one of these children here, one of these kids to grow up and spent back is what we need. So one for the watch list maybe, but boy, we need some buyers is what I think. Okay. And entry wise, so you're asking about an entry. Entry wise, I think over 1120, over that candle's open. That's what I would look at. And then we are in a rounded bottom breakout, and that puts target up here and then target up here. So plenty room to make some money. Yeah. Good morning, Bill. PSIX. Yeah, that's got some possibilities. That might do a snapback. I mean, here we are up, and then we just bend over and snap back up. That could happen. Absolutely. Need those buyers. It's all about buyers. All about buyers. A few charts that I've got here. Let's take a look at some of these. And they're kind of the same ones we've been looking at, but they've been working, and they've been making money for the folks in the hit run candlestick room. So let's take a look at USAR. This is, we've been looking at these a lot. So here we've had this pullback. I'm watching for that buy signal, and we could be producing that buy signal right now, but I'm looking for a reason to get into that. SMR, there is an excellent chance that I buy into SMR today. Absolutely excellent chance that I do that. And we've got target 1, target 2, target 3 up here. We're over the 50 period moving average. Excuse me. The 500 period moving average is right there. So if we clear that, that may be good to go to move up higher. Another one is Oklo that I'm looking at. There's a really, really good chance that I buy into Oklo today. And when I say really, really good chance, that's not guaranteed. Okay. I've got to see what's going on, but I do like the chart. I like what it's doing here. Nice downtrend. We broke out, and then we've come back and tested. We're testing the 200 period moving average. We're on the verge of that breakout area. So that would be target 1, target 2, target 3 up there. That we get to the sweet spot up here. That's 26%. That's a bucket of money, a real bucket of money. What other? Lunar. Lunar's hot, man. Lunar inside day. 2 days up, inside day. That's perfection right there. Really good looking chart. So we'll be taking a look at Lunar. What's that other one? Irene. Everybody loves Irene. Look at that. That's another one. 2 days up and now an inside day. So 2 days up, rest. That's good. And heading for the next targets up there. Irene looks good. Ford. Take a look at Ford here. I like what Ford is doing. If you look at Ford here, I mean, overall, the trend is up. Just look at the 50 period moving average. It keeps just going down and bouncing off of it. So overall, it's a bullish trend. High, low, and now we're trying to get our motor running here. Get our motor running, and here we've popped up. We've got a pair of inside days. I'm going to put that right there, above 1393 there. Then boom, that's off to the races. So Ford might go to the races. How's that? Yeah. Here's another one, LMND. I think that's a pretty chart. I think it's a really pretty chart. Nice inside day, sort of, so far today. Target 1, target 3, target 1, target 2, target 3 right there. Looking really good. So join us in the room. For those that are not members watching, join us in the room, and you'll see a lot of activity, people buying stocks like this and sharing entries and exits and goals and whatnot. So come on in. Riot is setting up, in my opinion. Nice move up. We're getting the rest in here. The bulls look like, hey guys, remember the green candles, the red candles? Yesterday, I had 2 grandchildren here yesterday, and one of them I was teaching them about the candles, and we were having dinner with them last night, and she was sharing with her mom, the green candles means bulls, and the red candles means bears. And if we want it to go up, we need to see more bulls, more red candles. Man, I was real proud of her. She did a really good job. So we're going to have to bring her over. I'm gonna make a trader out of her. Yeah, I'll make a trader out of her. But anyway, Riot here is looking really good. Here we're up. You see we've pulled back. We put in our bottom, and now we're maybe ready to curve back up to the upside. 6, 7, 8 candles, and then maybe we get that breakout up there. Intel, everybody loves Intel. Yeah, you know what? Let's look at this one, and then we better look at Microsoft and the likes. Mintel was upgraded to $60.30, so maybe it's headed up that direction. Looking pretty good for a buy right in here. So let's look at Microsoft. Microsoft kind of stinks. One thing about Microsoft is that one of these days, because this is a champion stock, one of these days it is going to be a buy. And when it's a buy, then this is the kind that where some real money can be made out of when it's ready to go up and stop going down. But we want to wait for the right time, so let's keep an eye on it. No, Sharon, I don't believe it's a buy right here. I really don't. No, I don't. And I think there's a big gap over here that we could come into. So around 380, we'll call it 390. I mean, it could drop. It could drop into that, 390 area here. So I do not believe it's a buy right now. Yeah, I don't. So, but we'll keep our eyes on it. Okay. I could be wrong, but I just don't see it as a buy right now. Take a look at Meta. Meta is our friend. That's not Meta. Meta is our friend. So Meta is one to take a look at for a buy. It looks like it's up and away. Everybody loved the earnings on it. Seems like it's working. What is it? METU. For those that can't afford $700, try METU. This is its little cousin, the Meta single stock ETF. And right now, that's what I'll be looking at. Stop wise, I wouldn't want it anything below 36.82. I think we're in buy territory right here. So I will look at target 1 right there. Target 2 right there. Actually, target 1 is right here and was hit. So target 2, target 3, and then target. We'll talk about targets on the way up. So METU for those that can't afford Meta or just don't want to buy Meta. And then there's Meta itself, and it's looking good. So it went through target 1, target 2. It's hitting target 3. Let's take a look at target 4 up there. Okay. But Meta should be one on that watch list. Looks really good. What else do we have here? Assuming that everything goes as planned on stocks that you'd like to buy, is there a certain time of day that you prefer to enter? It really depends on the weather. What I mean is, how's the market doing? It also depends a little bit on my account, where I am on managing my account, but mostly on the weather. And what I mean by the weather is, how is the market doing? That's a great question, by the way. How is the SPY doing? Are we strong? Are we doing well? Then anytime during the day. Let me share something I hate. I hate this, okay? I'm going to share this with you, and then I'll tell you another time that I like to buy. Say a stock looks really, really good, and it looks like this. And these are the type of candles I buy. I don't buy red candles. I buy green candles. So say it looks like that. And I buy it early. And at the end of the day, the candle looks like this. Well, I got to tell you, there is not much that frosts my ass more than that right there. And it's my own fault. I hate it because it's my own fault. It's not stock's fault. It's me. So here's where I say I like to buy at the last hour of the day. Let the market just cruise right along. Some stocks I'll miss, I know. But buying in the last hour, then I can find stocks that are holding up. So I do like, probably my favorite time of day to buy is toward the end of the day. Now, you say you wait to the first hour. Yeah, most of the time I wait the first 30 minutes. Most of the time. There are times I jump in on something, but my favorite time would be the last hour of the day. Okay. Great question. Thank you very much. Let's see what we've got here. What time is it? I've got a couple minutes. Apple. Let's take a look at Apple. Apple, I would be interested in buying Apple, to tell you the truth. I think Apple's looking pretty good. I've got it flagged up here. But I think Apple might be worth a look here. We've got a nice bottom. You've got a nice gap. Here we popped up and we're pulling back. Next target up to reach would be that 50-period moving average. That's tradable to the 50, reevaluate. And if we do go above that 50, now we're ready to move higher, take on to these highs. And who knows? Apple, $300 maybe? Why not? It's a champion. It's a great stock. It's not going anywhere. So I'm liking it. Yeah. Daryl's adding to some CMS. Daryl already owns CMS and he's going to buy some of that. That looks good. Nice rounded bottom. Look how we've come up and we've got 2 bars. We could even say 3 bars of consolidation. Good reason to add to it. And then finish, you got to fill it up with gas and then finish up the trek a little bit to where his target is. XLF. S there is saying that XLF may have found its bottom. It may have, yes. Yes, it very well may have. We've got ourselves a little bit of a Morningstar signal here. If we can get, I'm going to take all that off and redraw that. We're going to go from this top down to this bottom, a new trade. And I think the big key, the big ticket will get over that 50%. The first big ticket will be to move over that 50-period moving average. But if we can get over that 50% mark, then more than 50% of the bulls are happy about bringing us up. That's the way I look at it. Thank you. Nick is reminding us that earnings are today. Is that right? Where's my earnings? Oh, on Apple. You said on Apple. Anyway, that's what I think. So we need to be over the 50. And then if you get over the 50% mark, I think we're rocking. And if we do get over the 50, you're 99% there. You just need one little hurdle. So yeah, you may be getting over there. And let's look at Apple again. It has earnings today. Yeah, earnings today. We'll see what happens there. Thank you very much, Nick. Much appreciated. I'm going to look at one more and then I've got to go. Merck. Take a look at Merck. Merck could be setting up. In all honesty, I think Merck needs to be above 108.22. I know there's going to be buyers there. The way I buy is I want the train to be moving. I want to have to run for the train. I want to have to run for the train. I want to have to throw my bag in the door, and I want to have to lift myself in that door, make sure I grab my harmonica and my guitar, all that, and get in the train, play some tunes until we move higher. But that right there is what I think we need to do on Merck. I want to thank everybody for coming here. Love you all. Appreciate you being here. Members, I'll see you at the bottom of the hour in the trading room. Let's trade good today, trade big today, trade wise today. Let's hit 700 today. And me, I want to go over the triple for the Road to Wealth account so I can get started this coming year, which my year starts in just a couple of days for the Road to Wealth account. Okay? We'll see everybody. Take care. Have fun. Enjoy.